YT stands for Here's Boss Back in a video, and today I'm going to be showing you an empty box apparently. No, I'm not. I'm actually going to show you the figures that came in the box. So I'm just going to have to... There we go. So it's a 5.5-inch scale collector series with the BBC Doctor Who logo. Just let me set that out. There we go. I'm not really good at using tripods, am I? There we go, that's a bit better. Anyways, looking at the back shows off the figures what we have. It's just Zygon, Cyberman and the Ice Warrior. The Zygon had an accident through the previous version of recording this video, but I had to delete it because the audio issues was having me on again, so... Yeah, anyways, enough about the box. I'm going to get past with the Zygon first because it's got a broken arm, which I'll get to in a bit. So, looking at the figure, it looks very, very weird. Like, his face is like looking down, you can't even get him stand up right. So, yeah, there he is, zoomed in, there you go. So, his face sculpt looks like it's been squashed and bent into place. You know, that's things with suckers on, you know. It's just basically a human version of an octopus, but with a person with zuckers all over him. And you've got the chest piece, which have so many creases, especially on the back, and a load of orange suckers, which has this little pink wash over the top as well. So turning to articulation, the head is a solid piece. The arms do look to have like articulation, but they don't. It's actually on a rubber peg, which is actually glued into place, and if you try to, you know, thinking that it has articulation because of the thing there, instead of just gluing it on, you'll just break it. I've actually had to put blue tack in there for the minute until I can actually get my hands on some glue or something. So, but they can do a bend at the elbow, 360 on the wrists, no waist articulation, you can do the split sort of, kick forwards and backwards, bend at the legs, knees, and 360 on the foot, and that is about it for the figure. So it's pretty basic. I didn't even show that right, did I? But there you go. So it's an armless. Anyways, moving on to the next figure. Cyberman. Classic Cyberman. From the Invasion, I think it is. I can't remember. But anyways, looking at the face sculpt, it does resemble it very nicely, especially with these little engravings on the side with the black paint, with a little bolt section there where it usually joins on for the actor. And obviously the suit is basically a coat with some trousers and pants and some shoes, which you can tell because it's got laces. And it's got like tubes coming from each side, especially on the points of the articulation on the knee. It's got like this chest piece which has like this little light thing going on with like the speaker grills and buttons and stuff. Even got the little light there, which doesn't do out, unfortunately. Anyway, turning to features, articulation, sorry. Head can just sort of go side to side, and that's about it. The arm can do a full 360, bend at the elbow, 90 degrees, 360 on the wrists. No waist articulation, but it is there. But it's very, very hard. You can semi-do the splits. You can kick forwards and backwards slightly. Bend at the knees, 360 on the foot. And yeah, that's about it. So, great figure. Attention to detail. Right, final figure of the bunch is the Ice Warrior. I'm going to need a torch for this. There we go. But anyways, the face sculpt does look like the Ice Warrior, very much. But anyways, his face sculpt has the face in it and also the light. Well, speaking of light, you can just do that using the torch, which is pretty cool. Shows up from that side as well. We've got the chest piece which looks like he swallowed something, but it's actually fixed. His suit has this type of like things dangling down, and he's got like the leg articulations, thigh articulation. He's bent at the elbow, knees, and of course his foot keeps coming off, but he does a full 360 on that anyways. His arm's on like a ball joint, so he can go like that and like that, or twist like that. And he has bend at the elbow and the claw articulation as well. Let's try to get back in. Head articulation as well. But yeah, overall appearance, he has a scaly look, which is pretty good. So yeah, overall, what do I think of the set? The set is brilliant. Would recommend picking it up, especially if you're a collector of these figures, as it's a bit something to ask. So go ahead, get it, brilliant. But the downside is the Zygon having no arm articulation, only on the lower arm, because otherwise you'll break it. Anyways, I will see you when I see you. Alonzo.